The Solstice Horizons event is coming to Pokemon GO, and with it comes a Team Go Rocket Takeover, new shinies, and some very exclusive Pokemon. In this video I'm going to go through all the event details, and I'm going to run through some tips and tricks to help you make the most out of the event. The Solstice Horizons event will be taking place on June 16th at 10 AM till June 25th at 8 PM. With this event comes day and night specific wild encounters. During the day, the wild encounters will be Ledybur, Murkrow, Solrock, Drifloon, Purloin, Seawaddle, Cottonee, Petilil, Fomantis, which can be shiny for the first time in Pokemon GO, and the rare spawn Hisuian Sneasel. During the night time, the spawns will change, and there will be Oddish, Spinarak, Misdreavus, Lunatone, Stunky, Venipede, Foongus, Phantump, Fomantis, and the rare spawn, the Jotonian Sneasel. The bonuses for the event are 2x Catch Stardust, and the regional Pokemon Lunatone and Solrock will be appearing in the wild regardless of your location in the world. One of the most exclusive Pokemon in Pokemon GO, Cosmog, will finally be making its return to the game. It has previously only been available once before. The Starry Skies research will be available to all players level 5 and above for free, and it will reward an encounter with Cosmog. To get the research, all you need to do is log into the game between Friday, June 16th at 10 AM and Sunday, June 25th at 8 PM local time. Logging in will allow you to begin the research, and then you'll be able to complete the research in your own time. It won't go away like a time research will. Additionally, you will be able to purchase a second playthrough of the Starry Skies research for $5, and this will get you a second encounter with Cosmog. You'll be able to purchase the second run of this special research during the event and up till June 25th at 8 PM. In 1-star raids during the event, we have both Sneasel, Rockruff, and Fomantis. In 3-star raids, we'll have Noctowl, Espeon, Umbreon, and Staraptor. And in 5-star raids, we have Nihilego, and Mega Sceptile is in Mega Raids. There'll also be some event-themed field research and an event-themed collection challenge rewarding Fomantis encounters. Additionally, there will be a discounted bundle of 3 remote raid passes, 9 super incubators, and 9 golden raspberries on the Pokemon GO web store. During the Solstice Horizons event, there will be a Team Go Rocket Takeover taking place. This will start on Wednesday, June 21st at 12 AM till Sunday, June 25th at 11:59 PM. Giovanni will be making his return with a new legendary Pokemon in his grasp. This time you'll be able to encounter Shadow Regirock for the first time in Pokemon GO. A new special research story will be available for you to complete to earn a Super Rocket Radar to battle Giovanni. Upon defeating Giovanni, you will have the opportunity to catch Shadow Regirock. The research story can be claimed from the start of the event until the end of the season on September 1st at 10 AM local time. Shiny Pancham will also be making its Pokemon GO debut during the takeover. Team Go Rocket will be appearing more frequently at Pokestops and from balloons. There will be new Shadow Pokemon obtainable from Grunts and new shiny Shadow Pokemon. The new Shadow Pokemon will be Alolan Geodude, Ledybur, Hitmontop, Glameow, Gibble, and more. In 12km eggs for the event, we'll have Salandit, Larvitar, Absol, Skorupi, Sandile, Scraggy, Pawniard, Vullaby, Dino, Pancham, Inkay, and Skrelp. You'll also be able to use a Charge TM to remove frustration from your Shadow Pokemon. So that's about it for the details for the event. Here are my thoughts and some tips for the event. So let's have a look at the more notable wild spawns during the Solstice Horizons event. Firstly, Murkrow is a good option because Shadow Honchkrow is a top 10 Dark and Flying type raid attacker, and getting some XL candies from the Murkrow could be worth it. Fomantis not only has a shiny form release, but Lurantis, its evolved form, is also a decent pick for the Great League, being rank 40. Hisuian Sneasel could also be worth it because it is decent in PvP, most notably in the Ultra League being ranked 74. Phantump is another good PvP spawn, with Trevenant, its evolved form, being ranked its best in the Ultra League at rank 37. But remember to try and trade Phantump with other trainers to get a free evolution, because otherwise it will cost you 200 candy. It might actually be a good idea to get a load of Phantump and then trade them with somebody and then store those traded Phantump for a 2x evolution XP event like Doduo Spotlight Hour, which is coming up on Tuesday, June 27th, where you can then use a lucky egg and evolve all your Phantump for free. These evolutions will also help you towards your Platinum Scientist medal. Cosmog is a very exclusive Pokemon, and it's only available for those that log in during the event to claim the research. So definitely worth logging in this time during the specific time to begin the special research, because who knows when we'll see this Pokemon in the game again. And for its 2 evolutions, Solgaleo and Lunala, I would definitely recommend going for Solgaleo if you do PvP because it is currently ranked 4 in the Master League. Lunala is more of a raid attacker type Pokemon that will hopefully see more meta relevance when it gets different moveset in the future. But during this event you can get 1 free encounter with Cosmog, but you can also get a second encounter with Cosmog if you decide to pay $5. But is it worth doing that? So I'd say probably not unless you don't have a Cosmog yet and you want to get 2 to evolve into both of its evolutions. But Cosmog is tradable, you might be able to find somebody willing to trade. For the Pokemon in 1-star raids, you can get all of them in the wild except for Rockruff, so there's no point really raiding them unless you're trying to raid to get your Rising Star Platinum medal. Rockruff does currently have 2 out of 3 of its evolutions in the game, so if you're going after getting all of them for the dex, it could be worth raiding some Rockruff, because the only other way to get it is from 10km eggs currently. For 3-star raids, Noctowl might be worth raiding because it is currently ranked 14 in the Great League and ranked 85 in the Ultra League. Similarly, Umbreon is a good target for PvP, being ranked 24 in the Great League and 67 in the Ultra League. In 5-star raids we'll have Nihilego, and it is currently the second best poison type raid attacker in the game, losing out to Mega Beedrill, but it could definitely be worth raiding if you need some poison type raid attackers. Additionally, Mega Sceptile will be in Mega raids during the event, and it's definitely worth raiding to get enough Mega Energy to Mega Evolve one Sceptile, because it's the best grass type raid attacker currently in the game. And after you've Mega Evolved it once, from the Mega Energy you get from raids, you can then just walk a Trico, Grovyle or Sceptile to get more Mega Energy if you want some. During the Team Go Rocket Takeover part of the event, Giovanni will have Shadow Regirock. Regirock in its regular form is actually a good PvP Pokemon, being ranked 31 in the Great League, 6 in the Ultra League and 65 in the Master League. Its Shadow form will be ranked 44 in the Great League, 12 in the Ultra League and 52 in the Master League, so it'll definitely see some use in PvP. But if you don't want Shadow Regirock and you'd rather wait for something else like Shadow Kyogre, Groudon or Rayquaza, for example if you're someone that doesn't really do PvP and you'd rather wait for something that's a better raid attacker, then you can stack your Super Rocket Radars instead. So in order to stack Super Rocket Radars, you need to make sure that you log in during the time you can claim the new Giovanni research before the end of the season, but make sure you don't progress past page 1. If you don't progress past page 1, the next time a Team Go Rocket Takeover comes around, you'll still get the new special research, but if you do go past page 1, then you won't receive the next research and you'll have to complete the previous one before you can get access to the new one. Using this method you can stack the Takeover special research each time there is an event, and then when Giovanni has a Pokemon that you really want, you can then complete all of them and use all of your Super Rocket Radars and you can get multiple of it. So Shiny Pancham will be making its debut during the event, but unfortunately is only available from hatching 12km eggs. If you didn't already know, you can get 12km eggs when you defeat a Team Go Rocket leader. Just make sure you have space for the egg in the bag, otherwise you won't receive an egg. If you're going to try and hunt Shiny Pancham, it's going to be very time consuming if you're a free to play player, or very expensive if you buy incubators and rocket radars. Other than going after the shiny, Pancham and Pangoro currently have no meta relevance. This can sometimes change if a Pokemon receives a different moveset in the future. And remember, to evolve Pancham into Pangoro, it requires 50 candy and you must also catch 32 dark type Pokemon whilst Pancham is your buddy. During the takeover, Team Go Rocket will be appearing more frequently at Pokestops and in balloons. The balloons are normally increased to every 3 hours instead of every 6 hours. This is a good time to get any meta-relevant Shadow Pokemon that you're after. This will also be good if you need to replenish your stock of Purified Gems for Shadow Raids by obtaining Shadow Shards from Team Go Rocket battles. Also, if you're trying to get the Purifier Platinum Medal, this would be a good time to be working on that. Out of the new Shadow Pokemon that are coming into the game, Shadow Gible looks like it will be really good because Shadow Garchomp will be the 6th best Dragon-type raid attacker and the 3rd best ground-type raid attacker after Primal Groudon and Mega Swampert. Using a Charge TM to remove frustration is a great part of the event that you definitely want to focus on because it doesn't come around that often. So firstly, how do you get a Charge TM to actually be able to remove frustration from your Pokemon? There are actually a few ways to get a Charge TM. Firstly, they are a possible reward from completing raid battles. You can sometimes get them from timed or special research depending on the tasks. They are also available from track rewards in Go Battle League, and they are a possible reward from the first 3 trainer battles or team leader battles you do each day. So if you have limited Charge TMs, which Pokemon should you remove frustration from? Shadow Legendaries would be a great target, especially as Shadow Mewtwo has recently become available in Shadow Raids. A lot of people have been able to get Shadow Mewtwo from these raids recently, and it also happens to be one of the best Pokemon in the game. In terms of raid attackers, some examples I would go for are Mewtwo, Latios, Latias, Moltres, Raikou, Lugia and Ho-Oh. Some non-legendary meta-relevant raid attackers like Metagross, Mamoswine, Salamence, Dragonite, Swampert, to name a few. Some meta-relevant PvP targets could be Shadow Swampert, Quagsire, Machamp, Walrein, Registeel, Steelix, Regirock, Gliscor, Lugia, Mewtwo, Gyarados, Dragonite, Snorlax and Ho-Oh amongst others. If you're looking for an easy way to find all the Shadow Pokemon you've got with frustration on them, you can search in the search bar at frustration. So that's pretty much it for the Solstice Horizons and Team Go Rocket Takeover event. I hope this video helps you make the most out of the event, and let me know in the comments if you're going to be playing the event. And as always, like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.